guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel for the first time. My name is Elizabeth. I'm a brand ambassador for EF Ultimate Break. I absolutely love traveling with them, but I've gotten a lot of questions over the years. I've been traveling with EF since, I want to say probably 2017. But I've been traveling with him for a long time. I've gone to Ireland, I have gone to Costa Rica, I have gone to London and Paris. I'm supposed to be in Iceland with them right now, but my husband tested positive for COVID, so we are not in Iceland. And then we also have trips booked to the Greek islands and then highlights of Eastern Europe. So hopefully we get to go on those, and then hopefully we get to reschedule Iceland for sooner rather than later, but we will see. But since I'm not in Iceland today, I thought it would be fun to sit down and film some common questions that I've been asked. Oh, I have my phone here for my questions, and I have sunlight here and I can see it, and that's distracting. Okay, I won't hold that in the sun. But I have been asked a lot of questions over the years about traveling with EF, what they are, if it's easy, if it's legit, if it's affordable, you know, all of that stuff, what you should pack, how much baggage should you bring, is it good to, like, is it easy to make friends, all of that. So I thought I would sit down. I have multiple lists of different questions, some on my phone. I just thought that I would sit down and answer some of these questions for you. So first, to start off, what is EF Ultimate Break? EF Ultimate Break is group travel for anyone 18 to 29. Once you age out, they do have a sister company for all ages, but for Ultimate Break, it's just the specific age range. They have more than 65 trips all around the world. They have different travel styles, so if you are someone who likes more of like a hiking style trip, if you want to go out and explore different cities, if you want to island hop, whatever you want to do and you think is your ideal vacation, they have a trip for you. Once you pick a trip, you can pay for it over time. They have interest-free payments, and so you see one price and it includes your trip, your airfare. You can choose if you want your airfare included or if you don't want your airfare included. I always include my airfare. They include all accommodations, all transportation. So like if you land at the airport and you need to get to your hotel, they will pick you up, take you to the hotel. They do all of the planning, so they'll plan like walking tours to show you like each city you go to. They'll plan different like things for you to do, like if you want like different excursions and stuff. They have stuff like in the itinerary for you to go do. They do have optional upgraded excursions if you want to do something different with your free time. They have so many options, and I absolutely love traveling with them. So that goes over what is it, what's included, how many trips, in the age range. I did have someone ask me if you can bring kids. No, because of the age range, but it makes David and I mad because we want to start having kids, but we still want to keep traveling with EF, and it is so hard to find someone who's like, oh yeah, I'll take your kid for you for 10 days, 15 days, 17 days, whatever. So I wish, but no. Next question, how easy is it to make friends? So when I went to Ireland with them, I went by myself, and I will say the people I met in that like initial group that I met at the airport in New York before flying out to Ireland, those were like my core friends in the group. Like that airport time is so crucial, and some of those friends that I met like at the airport and then hung out with the entire time I was in Ireland, I still talk to this day. We're all friends on Facebook. We see all of their travel stuff, and like I just like, they're people who get me, you know, like we're all just like travel lovers, and it's just so awesome to meet them. So making friends, so easy. You have to think you are not going to be the only person going alone, and no one goes on a group trip thinking, I'm so excited to do this whole thing by myself and not make any friends, you know? Like everyone's like, I'm going by myself, but I want to meet people. So you're gonna meet awesome people who are like-minded and just like want to go out there and enjoy exploring the world. I will say, going with friends or a significant other, anything like that, also awesome. I went to London, Paris, and Costa Rica with my husband, and like it was still super easy to go out and make friends. We did kind of stay to ourselves a little bit more in London and Paris just because it was like our honeymoon. I vlogged all this. If you guys want to see these trips, you can click this link. But it was like super easy. No one goes on these trips thinking, I don't want to make any friends. So everyone wants to be your friend. Next question, how often are you in a big group of people? My answer for this is as often or as little as you want. So if you are going from city to city, you're on the bus, you have like your own private bus that takes you from place to place. You're, you know, on the bus, you're going with the group. If you get there and just decide, you know what, I don't want to be with the group, I don't want to go do the activities that are already planned and paid for, I want to go out on my own, fine. You don't have to stick with the group. You also don't have to leave the group. There was one trip that I was on that there was a girl who met someone on the plane, and instead of taking the bus transfer back to the hotel, she was like, you know what, I met this guy, he's super nice, I'm just gonna catch a ride with him and hang out with him for the time that we're in this city. fine. She met up with the bus when we were leaving the city, and like, you know what? All power to her. We got to the next city. She decided she didn't want to do any of the group activities with us. She just went off on her own and did whatever she wanted. Do I recommend that? No. You already paid for like the stuff that is planned. For that, it's just cheaper to buy yourself a flight and then go over there and make it work. But you know, if you want to do that, it's an option. But the group I've always found to be awesome to hang out with. But like, you have a big group of however many people, and then, you know, you do have a lot of like split little groups that you can like go whichever direction. Like, you'll have free time. Some people go here, some people go here, and you can like choose whatever you want to do. Next question: can you go off and do things on your own? Absolutely. You can check like the different itineraries, but a lot of the trips include like free time and then free time suggestions for what you would like to go do. And then sometimes when I've been on trips, we have like a free day, but then our tour director like plans something for us to do if we want to. A lot of times when we have free days on our trip, David and I book photographers and we go out with like a local photographer and get photos taken of us. That's what we're going to do when we're in Europe. Hopefully we make it to Europe, but yeah, you can kind of do whatever. Next question: luggage size. So for Iceland, David and I had packed, I do have an Iceland packing video, even though I didn't go. I had already filmed it and edited it and uploaded it. But for Iceland, we both together packed a giant checked bag. For Ireland, I packed a backpack and then a carry-on just so I had my stuff with me all the time. Things to consider: I think EF allows you to take a personal item, like a purse, backpack, whatever, a carry-on, and then a checked bag. If you booked a tour that's going from like city to city, like every other day you're moving somewhere, I think it's so important to pack lighter instead of extra, because you'll be moving, packing stuff up, unpacking stuff, transporting your bag to the bus, up the stairs to a, you know, different hostel, hotel, whatever. So I think packing lighter is best. I will say, in my packing video for Iceland, we did not pack light, but that's because we were going to be at one hotel the entire time, so it didn't matter if we like took everything out of the bag day one. We wouldn't have to pack it all up until it was time to go home. So I think seeing how often you're going to be moving around should influence how long you're packing, or how much you're packing. And then also, no matter what, pack like a little backpack or something that you can take with you every day to, like, you know, if you want like a camera in it, you know, snacks, whatever you think is important to bring as you're going out on different tours and stuff. I have 3 more questions here. Will I make friends? Am I going to meet other people going solo? And is it easy to make the friends? Yes, you will. Do not let your nervousness around not being able to meet people or nervousness about being on your own prevent you from booking an incredible trip. Like, you will make friends. Do not let that be the worry that stops you from doing something absolutely incredible. Next question: is it more affordable to travel on your own? Yes and no. It really depends on where you're going and how you're traveling and getting all your stuff. I think one of the best parts about EF is that you see a price on their website and that's what you pay. They take care of all of the booking for flights, accommodations, transportations, everything like that, so that you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think like, oh, it's cheaper if I wait to book flights and then the flight prices go up. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about like issues with like coordinating transportation from your airport to the hotel, getting a rental car, all of those like little things that just add up. Yes, you could probably do it cheaper, but like, you also have the stress of booking. You do have the flexibility. It's all about mindset. If you think like, oh yeah, I could do it cheaper, and then I'm so flexible with my schedule and what I want to do and with my itinerary and all of this, yeah, but I'm not that kind of person, and I would rather just like pay one price and have it all done for me. I don't even have to worry about it. I remember when I went to Ireland, I did not look at the itinerary. I looked through the pictures and thought, that looks like fun, I think I'll do it. And then people were like, what are you doing there? I'm like, I don't know, I didn't read the itinerary, I just booked, and I was just so excited about booking. So depending on your perspective and personality with traveling, yes, it could be cheaper, probably. I will say, when I went to Germany a couple years ago, for my round trip flights, it was $1,800, and for a lot of EF's trips to Europe, they're like $2,300 to $2,800, and so like, the fact that they included so much more with that, it was just so much more affordable in my mind to go with EF, but to each their own. Next question: should I get the travel insurance? Abso-freaking-lutely. Our flights were canceled once, just because of the airline. EF went through helped us get connected on the next flight and then reimbursed us for the time that we weren't able to be with the group. When we arrived later, they had a private like airport shuttle take us from the airport like 3 hours to where the group had already made it to by the time we got there. So absolutely 100% get the insurance. It's only like $150. And then with COVID, like our trip, David tested positive and we knew the day before, and instead of being out all this money and stuff, we're able to choose a date and reschedule. We haven't done that yet just because of David's work schedule. It's hard to find a new date that works. But I was emailing back and forth with them and they were like, it's totally okay. We understand things happen. Hope he's feeling better. Let me know when you're ready to reschedule and we'll get you rebooked. Like, easy. Get the travel insurance. That's a huge thing. Yes, yes, yes. Get it. Get it. You might not need it, but get it. Next, payment plans. Yes, they do offer payment plans. You do not have to pay for it all up front. And for the automatic payment plans, there's no interest or anything, and you can just pay it off over time. If I'm going with my significant other, is it worth it for the room upgrade? Yes, it is. It is just so nice to not have to worry about where your rooming assignments are going to be. David and I did not pay for the room upgrade when we went to Costa Rica, and some nights like they made accommodations like, okay, well we have this extra room or we have this extra couple, instead of going like her and her together, him and him together, we're just going to swap and you guys can have a room like with your couples. So it was nice that they did make those accommodations, but you can't count on that. And when we went to London and Paris, it was so much better to not have to stress about it and be like, we get a room together tonight. And it is just so nice to be able to go back at the end of a long day going out and venturing, to come back and be able to like sleep and not have to worry about people like wanting to stay up longer or anything like that. It's just nice like after a long day to just go back and get rest. And so if you are on the fence about a room upgrade with your significant other, absolutely worth every single penny. How much is it? It changes depending on the trip. What happens if my flight is canceled? Well, if you have insurance, you are covered. You can watch my video up here about our flights being canceled and everything that EF did to reschedule them. Can I pick my own seats on the flight? Yes, you get your, once your flights are booked, you'll get an email and it has your confirmation number and everything like that, and you can go to the airline, their website or app or whatever, put in your confirmation number and your last name, and then you can go through and like choose what seats you want. How much money should I bring? Should I bring it in cash? And is it easy to get at the ATM? David and I always transfer money at our bank and then take the currency from our bank instead of waiting until an ATM, because number one, I don't know when we're gonna find an ATM. I don't know if I'll need money as soon as I get there for something. I'd rather not stress about it. Number two, the airport fees for currency exchange are much worse than going through your bank. And then how much money? EF recommends $80 to $100 per day. David and I never spend that much money, but we are also not spenders. We're not souvenir people. We don't like going out and just like buying a bunch of junk that we won't use in the future. So I would say it really depends on your spending habits. If you're someone who's like, I'm so excited to go get souvenirs for everyone in my family, I'm so excited to go get, you know, special clothes from this place, or, you know, wool socks, or like whatever it is, and you know you're a spender and you want to go spend your money, then bring more money. Most places now do credit card and stuff too, but I always like to have cash for like tips and stuff. All right, those are my list of questions that I had for my last poll on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed them. Made me feel like I was still connected to my traveling self even though I am at home. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you are wanting more EF content in the future, we will hopefully be going to Eastern Europe here in a few months and have lots and lots of content for you guys from that trip, and I'm really excited. We have lots of fun stuff planned and I can't wait. I hope we get to go so badly. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!